Greetings. This is the last one for tonight. This is Blacklight. The only people that's not stepping up and challenging and defining and not just challenging and defining, but controlling their own destiny. These groups are the Cheyenne, Sioux, American Indians, and on the continent of Africa, just about all of the Africans are in allegiance with one another. In every country on the continent of Africa. But the brothers, sisters over here in America, they slow. They still depending on the Caucasians to tell them how to act, what to do, when to do it. And it's getting to the point where you better hurry up and take back your authority, because the planet Earth is yours. I'm talking to all the original people. The black, the brown, the red, and the yellow. And you better hurry up and check your history to see what I'm telling you is true.
Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to the Fly Nubian Queen Network, the network for melanated women like yourselves. And thanks for the men who've also decided to join us. Now listen, I usually don't go live on Sundays, but I have a very important message. It's going to be brief, but I have something very important that I want to share with you. A bill that was introduced to Congress on May the 1st. It is House Joint Resolution 6666. It is known as the TRACE Act. Okay? So I'm going to give you some information on this and tell you why this is something dangerous that we should all be very concerned about. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, so as I said, this is called the TRACE Act. It's an acronym. It stands for Testing, Reaching, and Contacting Everyone Act. Okay? It is the Testing, Reaching, and Contacting Everyone Act. It was introduced into Congress on May the 1st, 2020, okay? Now, this is very important because basically what this act proposes is that people will be able to come into your home, officials, okay? These people may not even be medical officials. They may not even have medical licenses, but they will be able to come into your home and test you for the COVID virus, okay? They will not only be able to test you, but if you appear to have any symptoms as far as they are concerned, they will be able to remove you from your home and place you under quarantine. They will also be able to take your children if they choose to and take them away from you. If they feel that you have COVID and your children are in danger, or if they feel that your children have it, they will be able to take your children out of your home. Now, this is something that we should all be concerned about, because they've already had people in hospitals who were not able to have family members come and visit them, speak on their behalf, check on them, or whatever. And now they're talking about coming and taking people from their homes if they think that you have COVID. Another thing is, now, a lot of these tests, from studies that have been shown and proven, a lot of times these tests come back with false positives. Okay? Now, that could happen in several different instances, but for one, if you have previously had a flu shot, okay? It has been known or proven that people who had flu shots in the past have had a false positive during their testing, okay? And let's not forget that many of the tests, in fact 300,000 sent from China, were initially, and even this was on the CDC's website, said that they were contaminated. Now,
2 Native American Indian tribes are defying orders by South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem to remove COVID-19 checkpoints from their territories. The Cheyenne River Sioux and Oglala Sioux tribes say that checkpoints are the best way to protect against the coronavirus entering their communities, which are not equipped to handle an outbreak.
The people who elected me to this position, they're the ones that are, I guess, so-called my boss. The governor is not my boss, or the federal government. It's the people that live here. That's who I work for, and that's who's I take directives from and such. But they haven't. We stepped up to do this. We feel that we have every right to do this. We have a treaty, the 1868 Fort Laramie Treaty, Article 16. In that article, it says that, before any white man can travel or reside on our lands, they must get consent from the Indians first. In addition to our treaties, there's a case law, there's even a constitution that we swore to uphold against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that they give us all the legal right to do what we're doing. A lot of time, and we've been, studying the laws of this country for quite a while. How can somebody own something without paying for it? And that's the way we look at it, that these lands, these roads, they are ours because we were never paid for it. So
this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I've been saying. They're getting ready to come in the ghetto, in your hood, come into your house and wreak havoc in your neighborhoods. And all these silly brothers and sisters having these debates, talking crazy. If you listen to them, tune into them and listen to them and go along with that nonsense, I feel sorry for you. And as far as the sister talking about we gotta fight back, those black congressmen, all of them, they worth nothing. They can't see. They act like they can't see what's happening. Your ministers act like they can't see what's happening in the churches. They still in love with a corrupt government. It's not about Democrat or Republican. It's about morality, righteousness. You can't legislate morality. What they doing to the planet, they allow Monsanto's to operate with those killer seeds that's killing. They allow modified foods to be worked in your community. You done open up a watermelon and it's seedless. You done open up fruit and it's seedless. So, and y'all go along with it. Y'all been going along with it. Just like up in Flint, that poison water. Flint tried to go through the courts. Now this thing is killing people in Flint for generations. Now they got the coronavirus to worry about. That's why they were giving military maneuvers in your neighborhoods, because they knew that this was going to jump off. Do just like the Indians did. Don't allow You got to form block clubs. You got to form block clubs. Keep your powder dry. Because I predict that there might not even be an election. It might not be a presidential election. It's going to be a dictatorship from now on. Don't wait till the last minute.
Wisdom Lessons by Master Farad Muhammad to his servant, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, for the Lost Foundation of Islam in North America. To the Muslims of Number 1 Michigan, the following is the original rules of instruction to the laborers of Islam and the title of Muslim given by our Savior before his departure, with a footnote of a few words of explanation to lay pressure upon their minds of their many errors in the past and present, that they may see the light and walk therein. I thank you, Elijah Muhammad. Instructions given to the laborers by our Savior, W.D. Farad Muhammad. 1. The student must study his assignment, lesson number 1. Each student should copy the answers of lesson of Minister Elijah Muhammad and study until the student is able to memorize by heart all answers to of said lesson number 1. Note: here, lesson number 1 is said to be the student's assignment first. Lesson number 1 lays the base of our work today and gives the student a clear knowledge of himself and his heavenly home, the best part of the earth, and who was the enemy to him and his nation, and why the enemy and righteous could not live together, and why was the righteous able to cast out his enemy. This teaches the student what he must do with the enemy of the righteous today. The righteous nation is now living in every part of the planet Earth. Therefore, the enemy must now be removed in every part of the planet Earth. Why is stress made to the